Hello, everybody. So, my name's David, and I started this kind of video blog on YouTube in the hopes that it would somehow be a witness story of my personal journey and how I came to Christ. So, let's start with a little bit of history. So, I'm adopted. My dad was Catholic, he passed away, and my mom was Mormon, and she's also passed away. And that's an interesting story in and of itself because it's very diverse belief systems. So diverse that when they got married, they kind of joked about it that they had to have a Catholic wedding because Catholics wouldn't recognize a Mormon marriage. So I grew up in that environment of being a part, being understanding that there was a church and that there was a God, but not so much directly Christianity for sure. I'd go to church with my dad only, never really went with my mother. And then when we would go, it would always be a Catholic worship. Ultimately, I wouldn't say I came to faith at all until probably my mid-20s. And there's a story behind that, and we'll share that one later. But I just want to really make sure that I set the stage for what this is and what it isn't. For me, really what I'm hoping is that people are going to see this as a witness, as the steps that I had, some of the challenges that I faced, some of the revelations that have come to me, much more than a Sunday morning sermon kind of channel. Maybe my channel will turn into that at some point, but not now. And then just some real truth. Start with this. I'm not even remotely perfect. And I don't think being a Christian makes me closer to perfection than anybody else, for sure. And just to level set, as a baby, I was not a good baby for my parents or for anybody who ever had to watch me. And then as a child, I wasn't a good child for my parents or anyone who had to deal with me. As a young adult, I wasn't a good young adult. As I grew up, I was not a good boyfriend. I was never a good man. As I even got older, I can say clearly I was not a good husband. I was not a good father if you ask anybody. And there's been plenty of times when I've asked myself, then why would Christ choose me to do anything? I think if you read the Bible, he tends to choose people who are at the very bottom, and for sure that's me. But I want to share this journey with people and hope that it inspires them to make similar choices and accept similar realities that, the truth is that you're never going to be clean enough to come to Christ. You can't wash away enough sins and then come to Christ. You kind of have to come as you are and accept that Christ will refine you. And that's the goal of this. And I want to say that I started school to help me with this journey because I just really wanted to learn about it. It's not my career right now at all. I work as an inbound call representative for a company, and that company will remain nameless because I'm sure I'll say some stuff about it. But I'm an inbound call rep for that company, and that's my main career right now. I'm a work from home guy who does that. But I decided to go to Grand Canyon University as a remote student, specifically to study biblical theology with a focus on biblical studies, which kind of leads to the idea of maybe being a teaching pastor. I don't know. God will help me sort that out. But there's a lot to talk about there, about my experiences and what I've learned. And I, in my mind, I'm going there for an entirely different reason than other people. People are going there to get a degree, probably to gain a career. And I'm going there just to learn. And so my focus is very different. I just want to grow. So that's it for now. Oh, nope. I left something out. And ultimately, school is expensive. Uh, the cost, and this is just a real rough estimate, but it's basically like $1,800 a class. So eventually, this will link to probably an account where people could donate to help me pay for my school. Okay. Thanks for your time. Bye for now.